Hello guys, this is teacher Anne and today we'll be looking at ratios. Before we proceed, please like, share and subscribe, and remember you're always free to share any strands or substrands that you would like us to discuss on the channel. So let us look at what a ratio is. In our previous video, we already looked at what rates are. We said that a rate is a quotient relation of two different quantities. Now, a ratio is a quotient relation of two similar quantities. For rates, they are different quantities, and for ratios, they are the same quantities. So if we have capacity, it is in liters and liters. If it is wages, we have shillings and shillings. If it is mass, we have grams and grams. So they have to be the same quantities. Now let us look at how we can work out some of these ratios. The first question you're being told, simplify the following ratios. We have 25 grams to 1 kilogram. 25 grams to 1 kilogram. But before we do that, before we work that out, let me just share some piece of information that I've forgotten to add. Ratios can also be expressed in form of fractions. We look at how these fraction forms can be used in different word problems or any other questions that involve ratios. Now let us look at how we can simplify the ratios given. If you hear any background noises, please forgive me. I'm recording this video outside. Now, we have 25 grams to 1 kilogram. 25 grams to 1 kilogram. Remember, these quantities are supposed to be similar. And right now, they are not similar. We have 25 grams and we have 1 kilogram. So before we simplify it, first, you have to make sure that they will all be in grams or they will all be in kilograms. The easiest way to work this out is to change all of them into grams. So let us change 1 kilogram into grams. That will be 1000 grams. So you will have 25 grams to 1000 grams. Now let us simplify that. 25 will go into 25 how many times? One time. So we'll have 1 gram to 25 goes into 1000 how many times? 40 times. So we'll have 1 gram to 40 grams. The next question is simplify 30 to 15. Remember, why are we doing this? We're doing this because you have to know and master that when you are expressing ratios, they must always be in their simplest form. So whenever you're working out ratios, make sure that if you have something like 2 to 8, you simplify it to 1 to 4. It must always be in its simplest form. Now let us simplify 30 to 15. For 30 to 15, we have 30 to 15. 5 will go into 30 how many times? 6 times. And 5 will go into 15 how many times? 3 times. Then you have 3 going into 6 how many times? 2 times. And 3 going into 3 how many times? Once. So the simplified form of this ratio is 2 to 1. Now, let us look at a word problem. We are being told the ratio of boys to girls in a mixed school is 2 to 3. So let us write that down. Remember to take key of all the pieces of information that you have been given in the word problem. So the ratio is of boys to girls. Boys to girls. And that is 2 to 3. The ratio of boys to girls is 2 to 3, meaning that 2 represents the number of boys and 3 represents the number of girls. If there are 160 boys, how many girls are there? So you will ask yourself, if 2 represents how many boys? 160 boys. 160 boys. What about 3? that represents the girls. We want to find the number of the girls in that school. That will be 3 times 160 over 2. 2 will go here once, 2 will go here how many times? 80 times. And what is 3 times 80? That is 240. So in that school, there are 240 girls. 240 girls. You can pause the video and make sure that you understand what we have done. Finally, an alloy is to be made by combining copper and aluminium in the ratio 3:8. So let us write that. We have copper to aluminium. That is 3:8. 3 represents the amount of copper used and 8 represents the amount of aluminium used. So we are being told if there is 39 kilograms of copper, how much aluminium is required to make the alloy. So 3 is going to represent 39 kilograms. You'll write if 3 is equal to 39, what about 8? That will be 8 times 39 all over 3. 3 will go here once, and 3 will go here how many times? 13 times. So let us work out 8 times 13. That is going to be 104. And what are the units? The units are kilograms. So we have 104 kilograms of aluminium. That is what we have for today. In the next video, we'll be looking at increasing and decreasing numbers with given ratios. If you have any question you would like us to discuss, please share it in the comment section.